Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back, and yes, as you can see on the screen, we've got the roster creator, and we're actually going to be lowering LeBron's salary to make room for Carmelo Anthony. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me lower the first year, but after that, I figured out you could lower the other years, so I just threw those down, because that's basically what the Miami Heat would be doing, is they would have to make their 3 superstars, and I think Birdman and a couple other guys opt out of their current deals, which I think they're all eligible to do. They all have team options or player options, something like that. And basically then they would have the amount of cap space to sign Carmelo Anthony at a pretty decent deal. I'll link an article below that talks about it on ESPN, but basically this came out yesterday while I was driving home from basketball, and I was listening to them talk about it, and Norris Cole would be the only player on the roster when everybody opted out and everything, which was kind of funny, because Norris Cole, I mean, not an amazing player, but for him to be the only one on the team under contract for just a little amount of time, just funny. But this would be the craziest thing to happen in NBA history. I mean, just to have this super team already is completely bonkers. And then all of a sudden, you decide, okay, we're now gonna go get out one of the most prolific scorers in the game in Carmelo Anthony. The dude had a crazy season. He always does. He somehow got snubbed from the NBA first teams and all that kind of stuff, which I don't even understand, but it happens, I guess. I mean, they can't put everybody on the team, but still, this guy is a monster, and they're thinking about picking him up to make pretty much the big 4, because Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh are still capable all-star players, especially when they're healthy and they're playing great. Right now, in the finals, they are down 2-1, but still, this would just be insane. I can't imagine how good this team would actually be. We were talking about on Twitter, all of the 2K commentators were talking about yesterday, today, and I really wanted to just make a video talking about my thoughts on it. I think this would be really, really cool to see. As an NBA fan, though, I absolutely hate it. For one reason. I'm trying to keep this, like, neutral. I don't want to be like, oh, you know, seem like a Heat hater or anything, or a Heat fanboy. I do like watching the Heat. I gotta say, I like seeing LeBron with these superstars. It's interesting. It's something that piques people's interest, and this would sell tickets. It would sell jerseys. Views would be an all-time high, because who wouldn't want to see this team? But competition-wise, this would not be good for the NBA. It would be terrible. You're gonna have, eventually, teams are just gonna start doing this, because they're gonna say, well, either A, I need to team up on the Miami Heat to beat the Miami Heat, or we need to do this and team up on LA or friggin' Chicago to beat these guys, because you're not gonna be able to beat them alone. I mean, people, they could barely be beaten right now with just the 3 of them. And then you throw in, they're still gonna be bringing back a lot of these players just at cheaper deals, and Carmelo Anthony, are you serious? Oh my goodness. I mean, it wouldn't help them defensively. Come on, he's not the best defensive player. We all know that, but still, they're a pretty good team, defensive team. Very good at rotating, and I think that would help them out a lot, but I can't even imagine how crazy this would be. You'll see right here, we're playing against the Spurs, and I mean, I wonder how different it actually would be. I wonder if, just because of the matchups and everything, would they be better against the Spurs, or would they actually be worse? Like, it would be interesting, because I think this way, they could have LeBron cover Tony Parker, one of those things they wanted to do, and Carmelo Anthony could attempt to play someone like Boris Diaw when he's on the court, and they'd have that extra option to then switch LeBron over to point guard, because they like to play him on the point guard. It's just a really nice matchup. And you see right here, we getting the cookies, and I'm throwing the lob to D-Wade, and you know it would be crazy. But I want to know your thoughts down below. I don't know the actual probability of this. It can't be very high, but they're talking about it, and yeah, I mean, the big 3 happened. Why can't the big 4 happen if they're this crazy? But let me know what you guys thought down below, and what you think of this rumor / might happen. I don't know.